Hello and welcome. This is an introduction to Standard 4 of the Oklahoma Academic Standards for Grade 8. What is this standard about? There are three parts to this standard, as with all standards. There's a vocabulary, reading, and writing. For the vocabulary part of the standard, they want students to work on expanding their vocabularies so that they can more effectively communicate and understand text. So that leads into reading. Students will expand their academic and domain-appropriate grade-level vocabularies through reading, word study, and class discussion. This ties in with the vocabulary because they're asking our students to read. They're going to expand in their reading grade-level things and above grade level if they're above grade level in reading. They want to use this in practice by their reading and word study and by class discussion. If you are not in a classroom setting, for instance, if you are a homeschool student or a virtual school student, then you can have class discussions with your teacher, your parents, or with your peers. The third part to this standard is writing. Students will apply knowledge of vocabularies to communicate using descriptive, academic, and domain-appropriate abstract and concrete words in their writing. So all three of these tie together and they're taught together, not one at a time. The focus of Standard 4 is vocabulary, contextual clues, using resources, and using appropriate language. What is one way you can ensure success for your student in this standard? To make the most out of this standard, read. Anytime, anywhere, anyhow. Encourage your student, or if you're the student yourself, to carry something to read with them all the time. A student should be reading approximately 45 minutes a day in 8th grade for sustained reading. That means you can sit down for 45 minutes and read without interruptions or distractions and understand what you are reading. Writing is also an important component of Standard 4. Why not look up some journal prompts for yourself if you're a student? Or if you're a parent or a teacher, then you can provide journal prompts to your 8th grade student. The journaling should be a freedom of expression, not necessarily for grammatical reasons or structural reasons. Learning to love reading and to love writing is a very important step. So, to make the most out of this standard and your education in general, read and write. Thank you for joining us, and now let's get started into the lecture series and break down what the standards are about.